Hello Aries, and welcome to your February tarot reading. I've been meditating and shuffling the cards, and I can see there's some pretty powerful energy for you at the moment, and you are really working towards a particular dream or vision, and that vision may well feel a little tenuous or nebulous at the moment, but you are on a mission to create something kind of independently. So you have, it feels, I'm going to take that card, it came out in meditation. You have been thinking an awful lot and trying to work out how you're going to make your grounding, your footing, and become kind of slightly more independent, if I can put it that way, slightly more secure. So I'm going to shuffle now and draw your first cards. Fantastic, thank you Spirit. 2 cards that came out in meditation. We have the Fool and the 5 of Swords. Drawing the rest now, thank you Spirit. And so, there we go. And we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Wands. Sorry about that, Aries. I had to cut recording as there was an almighty bang. So let's continue where we left off. The last card out was the 6 of Wands. And I need the 5th card, please, Spirit. Please show me energies for Aries for February. Okay. Oops. We have the Magician. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Show me energies for Aries, please, angels. Energies for Aries, please. Well, okay. There's quite a few too many there. I am going to take the first card of them and the second, as that came out in meditation. Alright. So first card out, Aries, is the Fool card. And the Fool card is one of self-discovery. It's about going on a kind of spiritual adventure where you are discovering the depths of self. You're discovering what you're capable of. You are releasing all of the things that made you who you are or who you thought you were, and you're going to shed that cloak that perhaps was given to you by other people, and you're going to go in search of your own identity. You're going to go in search of your own self, your recognition, your the depths of you that you're going to plumb. So it's a journey of faith, it's a journey of trust, and a purity of heart. And so this is how you are moving forward, perhaps even subconsciously. You may not even be conscious of this energy, but an adventure you are going on. Then we have the 5 of Swords, which is a combination of energies. You have the 5s in any suit, which is a point of stress in our lives, and it brings about great change. It puts us under pressure, and as we know, when the seed is under pressure, it kind of splits open and grows. And so it's a point of growth for you here, Aries. And it's about mental process. It's about how you see things, how you deal with things, and what you're allowing to rule you, if you like, and what you're not going to allow to rule you. So it's definitely something to build on. It's an energy to build on. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Now, I was saying that you're in your head, and you have been very much. This is kind of the height of anxiety and stress here. And you may well be like the swan, sort of calm on the surface, but underneath your mind is ticking, and you're doing a lot of working out and assessing. And so there has to be an end to this energy. There has to be a point to it. And that brings me to the next card, which is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands indicates a victory over a certain stage in life, a victory over, sometimes over the self, sometimes in regards to work, with regards to any projects that you're doing particularly. So I get the sense that you're on the edge of kind of a massive change in self, and a discovery of what you're capable of. So we have the Magician, who is the manifester of the heavens upon the earth. Now he has the symbol of infinity here, which denotes the connection to the universe and all that is. Traditionally in the Magician card you see all of the tools on his table, the pentacles, the coins, the swords and the wands, and it kind of shows that he has all the tools at his disposal. But in this card I kind of feel as though he is showing the same energy. He's showing that he can manipulate the energy in this kind of vortex and pool. And notice how he has one hand up still and one hand down, indicating as above so below. So he's drawing down this energy, this vision, this dream. And I feel that's what you're stepping more into now, Aries. There seems to be a kind of an urgency, or you're on fire. You really want to move with this. The next card is the Queen of Pentacles. So that brings me to the manifesting aspect of this little run of cards here, in that the Queen really does know how to manifest and to put down a foundation, and there's a certain amount of instinct and intuition in the way that she does that. The Queen of Swords is kind of known to be quite a incisive and cold energy. She's the cold queen, if you like. But in her coldness there is a very sharp intellect. And she's not cold, she's actually just guarded. If you see the heart in a kind of little cage there, she will hold it back, and she will reserve it for the right time and the right people. What concerns her, and I think what is going on with you, is how to put things together. There's a lot of thinking going on here, as we saw with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. And so it shows me the progression here with the swords, that despite how you may be feeling in terms of mental process, you will get that clarity. And the last card is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, there are quite a few of these cards that came out in meditation. We have the Fool, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and this one. So there's only one card, which is the Six of Wands, that wasn't revealed to me in meditation. So on with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles talks about shall we say, financial abundance and security, and moving forward at a steady pace. And it may seem sort of boring or laborious to some, but that steady pace actually wins the race. And so I really like seeing this card alongside the quick thinking of the Queen of Swords. I'm now going to get some clarification cards for you, Aries. Okay, clarifying the Fool card. Thank you. 2. Oh, wow, okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles, which tells me this is a journey not just of spiritual faith and self-understanding and self-growth, but it talks about going on a journey to look at your financial or your security, your foundation. So it seems to me that perhaps you might have been in a situation where you might be beholden to somebody else or supported by somebody else to a degree that you're not comfortable with anymore. It may also mean that you've not had anything going on for you for a little while, and this has come to kickstart you and move you out of that cycle. So the Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity coming in as a catalyst. And then the second card that came out over the Fool was the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is often seen as a stress point, much like the 5 of Swords. Excuse me. And it talks about things going on exterior to us. So you might have trouble at work, you might have sort of stresses going on, you might have lost a job. But to me, the 5s have a lot of potential. The 5 of Wands in particular have a lot of potential because we have the wood there, and for me the wood can be used to build something. It can make a ladder, and so it talks about a progression for me. It talks about kind of getting over the hump in order to move on to what you should have been doing or that you should be doing next. There is your adventure. Clarifying the 5 of Swords now. Thank you. Alright, so we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is quite a watery energy. Sometimes a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or a who's the other one? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, sorry. So the watery energy might be around you. You might have one of those signs around you, or this might be a part of yourself that you're kind of leaning on at the moment, that the emotional aspect of yourself might be interfering with how you're moving forward and how you're thinking. But it can also be an energy coming in, and it might well be that you need to dream more. It might well be that you need to kind of believe in the vision a little bit. The Knight of Cups tends to be kind of an offer of love, and I want to kind of say that there needs to be a love of self. There needs to be a love of what you're doing, what you're passionate about, what you're good at. As the 5 of Swords is kind of excruciating and painful, and so this mental process that you're putting yourself through may need a little love and gentleness here. I'm going to clarify the 9 of Swords. Okay. We have the Page of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So again, we have this catalyst, this new growth, this opportunity coming in, this fire energy over the 9 of Swords. So perhaps this process, this emotional and mental process here, has pushed you to a point, Aries. And if I know anything about Aries, there's always a line, and beyond that line something breaks, something gets created. And so there is your Page of Wands coming over the overthinking, the anxiety of the 9 of Swords to push you on into your mission. There is, though, it seems, a kind of a choice here. The 2 of Swords denotes a choice mentally, but it also speaks of emotion that needs to be dealt with underneath as well. And so this is a choice in the kind of the attitude that you're going to adopt and how you're going to decide to feel about these changes in your life. Clarifying the 6 of Wands now. These angels give me the energies and clarify. Thank you. The 6 of Wands clarification is the Chariot. So this victory that we have here, this stage of kind of relaxation, because after winning a battle you kind of have a period of relaxation. You can kind of rest on your laurels, so to speak. In order to get to this point, there needs to be a bringing together of two aspects of yourself, and then I go back to the Two of Swords here. So the Chariot talks about bringing together the two sides of yourself, the negative and the positive, shall we say, the hidden and the unhidden. It's two forces, and you need to get them working together to pull in the same direction. And so rather than continuing to be split and having these sleepless nights, use that force, use that energy to drive you forward. Clarifying the Magician now. Thank you. Wow, Justice. The Justice card speaks about a levelling and a balancing. It can talk about legal matters. It can talk about sort of reparation. So the Magician, to me, is kind of bringing about a balance to you, Aries. It's bringing about perhaps a closure to certain contracts. Perhaps it's cutting out that which is unneeded and bringing new. There seems to be a definite kind of circle closing here with the Justice card. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Thank you. Amazing. We have the Queen of Swords again. So the Queen of Swords is that amazing clarity and incisive decision making. So not only do you have the ability to manifest and ground that which you need, but you have the ability to see through any of the noise, any of the sort of mental noise that may come about in preventing you doing that. Clarifying the Queen of Swords now. Wow. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Aries. I think I might have had this card for you in your January reading, but it's definitely a sense of specialising, of attaining mastery level in that which you do or that which you're passionate about. You're definitely going to utilise your skills and attributes to follow the passion of your heart, follow the things that you love to do. And coming over the Queen of Swords, it's almost like a revelation. It's almost it's definitely a justice for you in that you've worked so hard in other things and for other people that it's time that you were able to focus on that which you desire. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles now. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. There's a very deja vu feeling about this energy here in February. It seems that there's still something that needs to fall into place here as we have the Hanged Man. I mean, it basically talks about you being on pause. The universe is just holding on to you for a second so that you don't go forging ahead just yet. Hence the Knight of Pentacles, the slow and steady growth. I get the sense that there is something within you that needs to click into place here. And dare I say, it might be an element of self-belief. It might be an element of making your head and your heart speak the same language. So the Hanged Man is putting you on pause for a moment to get a different perspective. I'm going to pull two advice cards now, Aries. Thank you. And just please give me one more card for Aries. Thank you. So the first card out was going with the flow. It it is what it says on the tin. It literally is about allowing yourself to be moved along by the energies and the influences that are coming into your life. And so that's kind of the energy of the Fool. He moves in the ways that the universe sort of puts in front of him. The universe puts the stones, the stepping stones, in front of him or her as they move forward, and that's the energy I'm getting with this going with the flow. I kind of want you to allow it to develop without the overthinking and the sort of, the two minds elements that we've been seeing here. And then we have the burden card. Now, the burden can speak of a couple of different aspects, but it definitely talks about what we accept mentally. So you see here we have the gentleman who's kind of bedraggled and weighed down and overburdened by this very kind of egotistical boss man here and the rooster on the top here. So it talks about how sometimes the ego can rule us, or other people, societal expectations, etc., can rule what we do with our lives. And it's kind of a warning to release that which does not serve us personally. I'm going to pull one outcome card to see where we're going. Oh, thank you. In February, outcome for February is the Five of Cups, Aries. So the Five of Cups speaks about kind of looking at the losses as opposed to the wins, or as opposed to what remains. So I really do want to kind of strengthen the point about how you're looking at things. Try looking at what you have or what will remain after these shifts and changes, as opposed to putting all of your energy into the sorrow of what is no longer with you. And it could well be the job, it could well be a person who's let you down, but it's definitely a time to shift your focus and have that energy work for you. Okay, Aries, that's the energy for February. I'll see you next time. Thank you.